Hello, this is the not final because I've still got to do the team updates and the dream team thing, but I'm not got a lot of time this weekend, and we just finished the Dart Bowl League. I say we, the players finished it. So I wanted to put up a video of the results as soon as I could. So unfortunately, I still haven't done the photos for the final game, which I'm going to try and do today, but I doubt I'll have time. And then this weekend I'm not here. So I wanted to make sure that the players knew where they stood in the league because we've actually finished it. Huzzah! So I figured what I would do is go through. Originally, I had it in mind to do 4 categories: gaming scores, fluff scores, sportsmanship scores, and betting scores. But I've decided to just make it a bit clearer to split betting and dream team, which was originally 1 into 2, just to make it a bit simpler. So I'm going to go through the categories, saying how everyone scored, give the award to the player who came highest in each category, go to the end for the final scores, and that'll be it. And then I'll do the dream team and the team update videos later because they're not as important as the announcement. So if you want to know straight away, it's all down in the description, but I've hidden it so that you can't see it unless you deliberately click see more. So, without further ado, the first category is fluff. Now, in this one, Jack scored 10 for his fluff, Dan and Shaun scored 20, and Alec, Ben, and Matt all scored 30. Here, obviously, fluff is a very subjective thing, but Ben has done player bios, so all his players. Of course, he's got like his image and his team bio done, and those bios have altered as the games have gone on, so that you can see like a bit of progression as the skills have come in, and it just really adds a lot of flavour to a team. Alec has done some very funny pun-based and like keeping with his disco theme bios to some of his players, but he also did like an audio file for his team as like a trash talking thing, which was a really good idea and not something I'd even thought of, and that led on to make me think to do the like audio updates. So Alec really did something above and beyond unusual there. Matt had his very strong team theme with the names, which he managed to keep going. Obviously, he had his bio and everything done. But he's also really contributed on the statistical front. And you can say that isn't fluff, although if you're a bit strictly speaking, they are mathematicians or physicists or whatever. So, that would suit them. But also, it's just, Matt's done like a massive thing for everyone, like all the teams, and, he's done several of these games. And it's been a big help to me. And it has enhanced the overall experience, and that's what fluff is. So, Alec, Ben, and Matt all come tied for best fluff. Alec for his originality, Matt for his statistical work, and Ben for his overall classical fluff. So take from that what you will. With sportsmanship, all these scores were submitted secretly after matches, between 0 points for a negative play experience, 1 point for your average play experience, and 3 points if you really felt that person enhanced your experience. And then the final amount of sportsmanship points you received was multiplied by 2. So in last place with sportsmanship was Alec with 7. Turns out people being beaten to death by Khemri players don't really enjoy it. Then Jack with 9. Then Shaun with 10. And then Ben, Dan, and Matt were all drawn with 11. But I have used a method to decide who should then come out on top of them. And that was Ben. So Ben has won best sportsmanship. Dan and Matt have come second with sportsmanship. So congratulations, Ben. Best sports. Which, playing Skaven, quite a feat. But those final scores of 11, 7, 9, blah, 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 are multiplied by 2. Then betting. These are when players would bet on the results of the matches. If you were correct, 2 points. If you were wrong, 0 points. In joint 4th place, rather than, let's say that, than last, Dan, Jack, and Matt, all with 8 points. In 3rd place, Alec with 10 points. In 2nd place, Shaun with 12 points. And in 1st place, Ben with a mighty 18 betting points. Ben didn't get a bet wrong until round 4, I don't think. So it's not a massive surprise that he won that. So that means that at the moment, Ben has got joint best fluff, best sportsmanship, and he, you can say, best gambler, best betting coach. Take the title that you will. With the Dream Team, this was the series of ongoing, pick players, however they score SPP, which at the end of the day actually only gave you 0 or 10 overall league points. But I really think it did, gave a lot of enjoyment, and it's something we'd like to do again. So the worst Dream Team was Alec. He scored 0 points for his Dream Team. Then Ben's Dream Team scored only 2. Ben can bet games, but he can't choose players. Jack's Dream Team scored only 4 points. Dan's Dream Team scored 6. Matt's Dream Team scored 8. And Shaun's Dream Team scored 10. I should say Shaun is the only person who broke 100 SPP on his Dream Team. So well done to Shaun. Shaun wins best Dream Team coach. So there's a title. With actual games played, that's pretty clear from the league itself. Shaun had 1 point, Ben had 4, Dan had 6, Jack had 9, Matt had 10, and Alec had 13. These points were then multiplied by 6, which makes them the bulk of most people's points. And that is, designed. At the end of the day, all of the rest is additions to the game. I mean, it should come down a lot to who can play the actual game the best, or had the best results. So all that was calculated and added together. So for the final scores of the league were Shaun in 6th place with 68 points, Dan in 5th place with 92 points, Jack in 4th place with 94 points, Ben in 3rd place with 96 points, Matt in 2nd with 128 points, and Alec ahead in the lead, winning the league. Overall, there are 132. You can see how tight it was in the middle when Ben, Jack, and Dan were separated by 92, 94, 96, respectively. And Matt and Alec actually only came 4 points between them in the end. In case you're curious, if you remove the game points, which made up a lot of the bulk of people's points, the actual ranking of all the other areas combined comes out to Jack in last place with 40, Shaun in 5th place with 42, Alec in 4th place with 54, Dan in 3rd place with 56, Matt in 2nd place with 68, and Ben in 1st place with 72. So I found that quite interesting, because just on your game scores, winning or losing, Ben came 5th in the league. But once you factor in all the additional things, Ben goes up to 3rd. So it's quite interesting. So at the end of all that, that means that Alec is the ultimate winner of the league, with Matt as runner-up, which is just the same as it was in the points scored in the game, which isn't overly surprising, because at the end of the day, you're looking at 13 times 6 points to the Alec and 10 times 6 points to the Matt. It's a lot of points. And that's the end of the league. So I'll be looking to put up the last game's photos as soon as I can, do a last team update to show where the teams stand, because I would like to see them coming back. And I'll do the Dream Team updates just to show you where they're all at. Hopefully we'll be doing a second season soon. We might have a couple more players joining in which case they'll just pick from the overall pool of teams available. But yeah, there we go. That's the first league of this kind that we've done. And personally, I've really enjoyed it. I want to say a big thank you to all the players, because generally everyone's been absolutely great with playing their games and communicating and playing in the right spirit and everything like that. So it's been really fun for me, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. Okay, see ya.